Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house tucked deep in the woods, lived a family of bears: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and their little baby bear. They were a happy family who loved warm porridge for the breakfast. One sunny morning, Mama Bear had just finished making a big pot of delicious porridge. It was steaming hot. "Oh, this porridge is too hot to eat right now," said the Papa Bear. "Let's go for a walk in the forest while it cools down," suggested Mama Bear. So the three bears left the little house and strolled off into the woods, planning to return when their breakfast was just right. Not far away, skipping through the trees, was a curious little girl named Goldilocks. She had lovely golden hairs that shimmered in the sunlight. Goldilocks loved exploring, but sometimes she was a little too curious. As she walked, she smelled something yummy in the air. What's that delicious smell?" she wondered, following her nose until she saw a cozy little house. She knocked on the door. No answer. She knocked again, a little bit louder. Still no answer. Goldilocks, being a very curious girl, gently pushed the door open. Creak! Door swung open just a tiny bit. Goldilocks peeked inside. "Hello," she called out. When no one replied, she decided to tiptoe in. The first thing Goldilocks saw was a table set with 3 bowls of porridge. She hadn't had the breakfast yet and was feeling quite hungry. "Oh, porridge!" she exclaimed. She went to the largest bowl, the Papa Bear's, and took a big spoonful. "Oh, this porridge is too hot!" she cried, quickly putting the spoon down. Next, she tried the medium-sized bowl, Mama Bear's. She took a tiny taste. "Ew, this porridge is too cold," she mumbled, making a funny face. Finally, she tried the smallest bowl, Baby Bear's. She took a spoonful, then another, then another. "Ah, this porridge is just right," she said with a happy sigh, and she ate it all up, slurp, slurp, until every last drop was gone. After eating all the porridge, Goldilocks felt a little sleepy. She looked around and saw 3 chairs. First, she tried Papa Bear's big sturdy chair. "This chair is too hard," she complained, wiggling uncomfortably. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized chair. "This chair is too soft," she said, sinking down too far. Finally, she saw Baby Bear's tiny cute chair. She sat down. "Ah, this chair is just right," she chuckled. But Goldilocks was a bit too big for the Baby Bear's chair. Crack! With a loud snap, the chair broke right under her. Goldilocks tumbled into the floor, but luckily she wasn't hurt. Feeling even sleepier, Goldilocks decided to look for somewhere to rest. She went into the bedroom and saw 3 beds. First, she tried Papa Bear's big bed. "This bed is too hard," she grumbled. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bed. "This bed is too soft," she yawned. Finally, she tried Baby Bear's smallest bed. "Ah, this bed is just right," she whispered. It was so comfy that Goldilocks quickly snuggled down, closed her eyes, and fell fast asleep. A little while later, the 3 bears returned from their walk, feeling hungry and ready for breakfast. Papa Bear looked at his bowl. "Someone has been eating my porridge," he rumbled in his great big voice. Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Someone has been eating my porridge," she said in her medium gentle voice. Baby bear looked at his empty bowl and started to cry. "Someone has been eating my porridge and they ate it all up," he wailed in his tiny little voice. Then they looked at their chairs. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," roared Papa Bear. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear. "Someone has been sitting in my chair and they broke it all into pieces," cried Baby Bear. The three bears went into the bedroom. Papa Bear looked at his bed. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," he growled. Mama Bear looked at her bed. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," she said. Then Baby Bear looked at his bed and his eyes grew wide. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is," he squeaked in his tiny little voice. Goldilocks woke up with a start. She saw the three bears standing over her, looking very surprised. She jumped out of the bed, ran out of the house, and dashed back into the forest as fast as her legs could carry her. She ran all the way home and never ever went into someone else's house without any invitation again. We learned that it's very important to respect other people's property and privacy. We should never enter someone's home or use their things without permission. It's always best to be kind, polite, and ask first. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.